Yo, I don't know if he could do it.
I know that, right?
Mais comment ça va, Chef Harley Fano, better known as the Parrain. Today we're making Parrain's fried shrimp po' boys. And I don't know if y'all ready for this, but this is gonna be crazy. My cousin says he can eat this big old po' boy right here with like a pound of fried shrimp and this big old grown head of lettuce, but he don't eat tomatoes him. But we're gonna still make this real good. Y'all tune in to the end and make sure to see if he eats it all. Now, let me show y'all what y'all need. So I got my ingredients all over the place, meaning the way it's laid out. But let me tell you this. This is gonna be for the dip, like the sauce that goes on it. Some ketchup, mayo, a little black pepper. I'm gonna use some of this good seasoning I'm gonna tell y'all about in a second. And I got a lemon. I'm gonna cut that and squeeze that into the sauce. And I got some flour for the shrimp. I got some good old Luana canola oil to fry that in. I got some of that good Scott's hot sauce. I'm gonna use that to put into the sauce also. The lettuce is to go on top, obviously. I got 3 eggs to go into the shrimp, which I'm gonna show y'all how to do. And I got a big old loaf of Gambino's French bread, and that's some real good bread. Let me not break that. That's too pretty to mess that up. And of course, I got some good old shrimp right here, some Louisiana shrimp. Now let me tell y'all something about this seasoning over here. That's Keeper's Cajun Products, Chef. Y'all need to check that out. That's some Bon Cacao right here. That's some local stuff that's right there in Church Point. Y'all get out there and check that out. Now, let's get started cutting our lettuce. So what you want to do is have your lettuce come out like this, which I'm gonna show you. You kind of follow your knife through it this way, and it's perfect for a po' boy. See, you don't want to cut it into a bunch of tiny little pieces. You want it to lay across the French bread. So, what I'm gonna do next is show y'all how to make the dip that goes on top. It's like a crawfish dip, but that's real good. All right, so what you're gonna do is take your mayonnaise or however you like to pronounce that, and plop that into a little bowl, cup, whatever you want to mix it in. And you're gonna put the same amount of mayonnaise, whatever that you put in there. I call it mayo. And you're gonna shoot a little ketchup in there, the equal amount that you put of the mayo. Then you're gonna slice this lemon. See, I'm always making mistakes, me, because I'm a human too. And we're gonna squeeze that in there just a little bit. A little black pepper. Then last but not least, you're gonna put a little bit of that Scott's hot sauce and some of this Keeper's Cajun seasoning. But I wanna try that, me. Ooh, Lord, I may not have underestimated the spice level of this hot sauce. Whew. Let me try this seasoning too. I missed the mop a little bit. Man, that's some good seasoning. I wish I would have had that for that seasoning taste test. Anyways, we can go ahead and add that in there. Then I'm gonna go get cleaned up, and we're gonna come back to it. And now that I'm all cleaned up, I'm gonna mix that sauce real good. And that is what we're gonna use on the po' boy. Talk about good, yeah. So I'm about to show y'all what to do with your shrimp. I'm still trying to recover a little bit. I could take a lot of spice. My eyes ain't watering because I'm not a cowman. But that was spicy and that was good, yeah. But to get ready for this shrimp, first thing I'm gonna do is crack not one, but 2 little medium eggs. And if you got a big egg, just use one. Just wanna wet the whistle a little bit. So now, if you wanna come close and see this, I'm putting some of that good Keeper's Cajun seasoning in this good old shrimp right here. And I'm gonna get just right in there and mix the egg and the shrimp all together. So after you get your shrimp ready, we're gonna go ahead and dump a little flour in another bowl. Then we're gonna get that all cracking at the stove, partner. But first, we're gonna add some more of that Keeper's into the flour, just a little bit. I like a lot of flavor, me. Flavor, spice, seasoning. That's what it's all about, and that's what you get when you come to the 337 in Louisiana. That's where the good food is at, not New Orleans. So the first thing you're gonna do over here is put some oil in the pot and get it hot, chef. So we're gonna dump that in here, we're gonna crank that up, put it on high, and stay by it and keep your eye on it while it's getting hot. So when you realize y'all's getting hot, you better tell by when you sprinkle a little flour in there and you see how it's behaving. I've explained this before. It's frying up perfectly. It's not dropping to the bottom because it's not hot enough, and it's not burning at the top either. So right there, to keep it from getting too hot, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. You gotta learn how to work that on your stove, because you gotta be careful, that's dangerous. So we're gonna batter this up and start dropping them in. But I'm gonna show y'all go from the wet with one hand, drop it into the dry part, and use just the dry hand to grab it and then come to the oil. And it keeps you from getting your hands all caked up with flour and all that. So you want to just take one at a time, try to do it kind of quick so they fry at the same time, and drop them in there. Just like that, chef. I really think my old cousin is tripping. I don't think he's gonna be able to eat all that. And if he don't eat all that, I'm gonna finish the rest because I'm hungry too. Big old Scooby-Doo sandwich. Ridiculous. And you want to make sure you get in there and stir it a little bit so they don't stick. And you're going to scoop it up. Then you're going to bring that over and put it in your plate. This is a challenge. Womp. All right, now we're gonna do another batch. And that's only if you're really scared to hurt the little fingers. You gotta use a big old long shrimp catcher. Now we're gonna batter some more, get that fried up. And I'm gonna put that together, and it's time for Toby to mange this time. And I still don't think he's gonna do it. But we all rooting for him here, aren't we? So we're gonna see if he could do it. Good evening. Wow. Well, cuz now that we got everything ready, I'm about to light the cassons on fire and make this po' boy. It broke, but hey, that's still gonna be good. So we're gonna saw into that, but not all the way through, and fold that open. And we're gonna start with our sauce that we made. Oh yeah, look at that. Pour that across all the bread. We were gonna scoop some of that, make sure it all comes out. I hope you're not scared, Toby. So he's gonna smear all that in there real good. Then we're gonna lace it up with a bunch of, well, we're gonna do the shrimp first. Just getting excited here. And last but not least, the lettuce. See, we would normally have tomatoes, but Toby don't like tomatoes, so we would have just wasted that anyway. And we don't do that at the Bon Temps Cooking Show. So Toby, let's see if you can eat this. But if you're gonna throw up or something, don't do it. Yo, I don't know if he could do it. You tapping? Well, since Toby couldn't finish the Poboy, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Me and Mr. Tug Bleedus over there is gonna finish this sandwich. Come on, Tug. You know what? I think I want some scotch on top of that bad boy. Ooh, you want some too? Oh man. Told y'all we was gonna light the croissants on fire. One way or another.